What happens when two powerhouse women turn their passion for craft spirits into bold, one-of-a-kind distillery? Well, you get moxYcello, Littleton's go-to spot for infused liqueurs and craft cocktails.
If you think you know something about liqueurs, I can prove you wrong. We're doing things that are inspiring, full flavor, and every cocktail is deliciously balanced. She had the first commercial validation. We had all this family anecdotal, validation. And then the restaurant wanted to put us on.
Well, we really appreciate your interest, but we think we're going to give this a try.
Oh, maybe this does have legs.
So today I'm sitting down with the Lauras, Laura Graves and Laura Pringle, the dynamic duo behind this incredible brand. We're talking passion, process, and of course, cocktails. So stick around as you won't want to miss their story.
It's been an experiment, accidental small business kind of a thing. So we came into a cocktail that professed to contain ginger in the whole ingredients. And it was a fine, tasty enough cocktail, but I didn't taste a whole lot of ginger. We're like, we can do better than this. Mm-hmm.
So we started tinkering with the ginger cello and thought it was big, bold flavor like we were looking for. Mm-hmm. And then we tried it in the ginger Cosmo. We took our ginger cello sample and our cocktail ginger Cosmo sample and just to share for fun, with our bartender friends and that, and it got back to the owners and they loved it. Mm-hmm. And so they offered to put it on the menu. We were headed out to the Cape for summer vacation and we took a little bit with us to share with our friends and say, hey, this is what we're doing, this is what happened, and it's like, what do you think?
We had all this family anecdotal, validation. But then the restaurant wanted to put us on the menu, and we were like, oh, maybe this does have legs.
And we came back, and a couple weeks later, we went back to the restaurant, and we were like, well, we really appreciate your interest, but we think we're going to give this a try as a business.
And that's when we took our story to our friends in Massachusetts there. We put it out to the committee. Well, what do you think? We're on our patio in our little wicker chairs, rocking back and forth. It's like, what are we going to do with this? I'd hate to give this away to one location. But we thought we had discovered something pretty special. So after a couple of weeks, we're like, yeah, we're going to keep this. We're going to see what we can do with this. The name. How did we come up with the name moxYcello?
Well, we were in a coffee shop that wasn't Starbucks. We walk in and Laura says, boy, it takes a lot of moxie to open up a coffee shop when you've got one,
in the
Starbucks on every corner.
Yeah.
And so then we started looking at what, moxie means, strength, grit, and so we thought of moxie and then Italian style liqueur, cello, and boils down to strong liqueur.
So our branding was moxYcello, but everything lowercase except for the Y. And then we designed it to be that martini glass, because what moxYcello is, it's an exceptionally bold, strong liqueur, and the side effect is elevated cocktails.
She's the one with the artist background to design the logo and our label and all of that.
Started researching design. The dragon stopped me in my tracks, because as we were trying to find that logo, that thing that resonated, and at the time we only had the ginger cello. And we were already given advice that that was a very fiery content. And flames didn't hunt across all flavors. We knew we were going to have more than one. So the dragon became something that to me said fierce, independent, new, can't be messed with per se. And we could scale it across all flavors because the circle became the content. The color of that circle would change relative to what was in it, whether it's orange, limoncello, Kona, ginger, and the text was going to be the same. So no matter where it was on a shelf, assuming we're going to get to a retail shelf soon, okay, that dragon is going to be known as that something that's stronger than your average liqueur. Oh yeah, coming up with our flavor profile. I like to call our cello line.
Cello.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, we couldn't have just one. She was already ahead of me by miles saying, oh no, we're having a cello line.
Yeah.
You have to have at least, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But the next one we started working on really hard was a coffee liqueur. Kona Espresso liqueur probably took longer than the ginger cello because there's so many different extractors, base spirits you can use with coffee liqueur, different coffee beans, the roast level of the bean. So we had a lot of mason jars on our table.
Well, the sweetness level.
take over.
The sweetness level is important because liqueurs have a not so great reputation in the marketplace. They're too sweet, not enough flavor, and uninspiring. And we didn't just settle, we let something marinate for a while and then came back to it. The sweetness level was important. It needed to be less sweet. It needed to be just almost bitter. So engineering all your liqueurs to be less sweet gives you the control when creating the cocktail to put more sweetener into it, or less. As we're trying to develop our cello line, we knew a few things. Limoncello was going to be a part of it because it's a widely known product. It wasn't necessarily going to be our signature, but we weren't going to skimp or cut any corners on it. We knew we wanted to do something different with the orange.
We wanted to add some other nuances to our orange liqueur. And so we played with some different things until we found what we liked.
Yeah, I've had customers ask me, what's my favorite cocktail? And I have to ask them to narrow it down to which flavor, because I can't tell you what my favorite cocktail is, but I can tell you my top when it comes to a different flavor profile. So if it's ginger, I have something to go to. If it's a Kona cocktail, I have something to go to. And there's something delicious on every flavor.
I will say one of my favorites, and probably because it's where it all started and everything, is the Ginger Cosmo. It's just a refreshing twist on a Cosmo, and it's good anywhere, anytime. I think our
events?
most popular event has probably been our mixology class. It's a really fun class. We get 16 people in here with shakers going. And just learning a little bit about how you make a basic cocktail and the things that go into it. Other classes we've done a sushi making class. That was very popular.
Oh yeah.
We've done a couple chef catered dinners. We did the tea toddy class in January, and that was fun because we got to collaborate with NT and Honeybee Macarons, two other women-owned business, to bring them in together and everybody have a great time. And
a charcuterie class we're going to introduce next month too. So charcuterie and cocktails. Oh, and outside of that, we're dreaming up another one. In May, we're going to partner with a master gardener of crazy things. Like let's have another reason for people to get out. It's all about getting people together. I would say one of the best ways to support moxYcello is to support our partners. Okay, we on our website have all of the partners on our page, including the restaurants that buy from us. So go to our partners page, find the restaurants that serve moxYcello, because that'll give our partners understanding that, hey, we've got something that's very delicious and our restaurants are serving us. So go there, patronize our restaurants that are supporting us through our wholesale side of the business. On top of that, I would say, just come and have a cocktail. Let us prove to you everything that we're claiming to be, because I think we definitely can pony up and support that claim I'm making, that moxYcello is making superior elevated cocktails here. Come on in and let us make you an inspiring cocktail.